Good morning, guys. How are we doing? Everyone doing well? Good, because today it's another episode of Weekly Bangers. It's a series where I listen to all the new tracks and rank them from worst to best, but I also let the music videos play so you can actually listen to it for yourself and see if you like it, because these are just my opinions. So look, that's all we need for chit chat. So the Weekly Bangers. All right, my least favorite song goes to Attack Attack. We all meet up in the end. So first off, I'm not an Attack Attack fan really. I never really got into their old metalcore stuff. So with that being said, I don't really have any pre-existing like bias towards their old music. If this is a Radio Rock single, then okay, I'm here for it. But it is a Radio Rock single, but I don't care for it, and it's because it's bland. It's so cookie cutter, and the hooks are not even that memorable to me. I feel like everything from production choices, the tone to this, all just sounds pure octane core, and to me it's so forgettable. So I'm going to give this one a 5.5. Next up is State Champs with Silver Cloud. All right, State Champs is actually a pretty decent pop punk band, and this song is actually pretty decent too. I just find it that it's a little bit on the safe side. There's not really too many takeaways. The music video is also like fun, but it's all been there, done that. So if you just want more pop punk in your playlist, then this is definitely worth checking out. But to me, it's not the most memorable song, so I'm going to give it a 6.6. Next up is Magnolia Park with The Void.
No one's gonna save me now, 'cause I'm falling in a void. Every day I'm breaking down.
From what I've heard from these guys, they actually kind of diversify their sound a little bit from post-hardcore to like some pop punk to like some like metalcore ideas here and there. So they're a pretty interesting band, and this song feels very like octane core. It's got like a Linkin Park kind of feel, except for the new metal and the rap. But I feel like this song, just like the Attack Attack song, is just a little bit on the more Radio Rock friendly single, and there's nothing really too substantial for me personally to really go back to. I feel like, again, a lot of the ideas here just feel a little bit been there, done that. So I'm giving this a 6.9. Next up is Silverstein with Skin and Bones.
Life is gonna leave you quicker than you know. Slip right through your hands when you think you've got.
Silverstein, a band that I respect, and you know, they're Canadian, okay? I gotta show some love to my fellow Canucks, but also they're a legendary post-hardcore band. They've been around since the emo days, and for them to adapt to the current trends is honestly kind of remarkable. For them to stay relevant has always been something that I've shown a lot of respect to, and this song continues in that direction with modern production choices, and just it feels a little bit like Radio Rock friendly with some Silverstein like DNA into it. The lyrics are also heartfelt. The bridge has a really nice guitar tapping lead, so the bridge is definitely my favorite part. But the one thing that's really pulling me away from this song is the chorus. The chorus feels like such a jarring change from the verses and the bridge that it really takes me out of the experience. And since the chorus is repeated 3 times and seems like the focal point of the song, it really takes me away from really loving the single, but it's still enjoyable, so I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10. Next up is Blink-182, All in My Head. So this single actually comes off One More Time Part 2. It's off Part 2 of their comeback album. And this is just another comeback single because it sounds like old Blink-182. And if that's what you want, then definitely check this out. This is fun. It's upbeat. It's very catchy. Blink-182 just never disappoints when it comes to fun tracks. To me, it just sounds like more Blink. There's nothing really substantial in terms of hooks or in terms of riffs. I feel like this is just another Blink song to add to their discography. And for what it is, it's fun. So I'm getting a 7.3. Next up is Mitchell Tenpenny with Demon or Ghost featuring UNDEROATH.
Might as well bury me, 'cause you got the best of me.
Okay, technically this song came out like 2 weeks ago, but I really wanted to check it out because it's a country artist working with an emo post-hardcore band. Now I'm seeing a lot of country working with metal, and I do want to make a video on it because it seems like something that's really cool and taking off. And this song actually works really well with UNDEROATH. Hearing an emo post-hardcore side to country is something that I never thought would work, but they actually managed to make it creative. This chorus is really fun. The bridge really sounds like something off They're Only Chasing Safety. So if you're a fan of country and UNDEROATH, this is like a no-brainer. If you're a fan of neither, this is probably not going to sell you, but it's still a fun track, so I'm giving it a 7.4. Next up is Chat Pile with MASC. I don't know how to say that.
Trust in me, I trust in
Okay, so Chad Pyle is a band that I've given some low ratings. I'm talking like 2s or 3s when I've heard their songs, because to me, I'm going to be honest, I found their music overly pretentious. It's so artsy that it's like they're smelling their own farts and just like putting it out to the world. Like, that's how I felt about their music. When it gets too experimental and gets too weird, to me it comes across as really pretentious. Now, with this new song, I went into it still with an open mind because I still want to understand this band, because I'm hearing a lot of good things. And this song is a lot more digestible because it feels more post-punk, feels more like stoner rock. It's a little bit more digestible than the weird experimental stuff that I've heard. And for what it is, it's weird, it's out there, the music video, the visuals are just odd. It's just an interesting track that I'm intrigued by it. Is it something I'm going to go listen to all the time? No, but it's still just intriguing and it's different. And I do like the creativity in this one. It's not overly too experimental and weird, but it's also not too bland either. So I'm giving this one a 7.5. Next up is 7 Hours After Violet with Radiance. The second single from Shavo's new band, the supergroup that involves Taylor Barber, the Winds of Plague, and Scary Pool Party. And this song is much different than the first single. First single was metalcore, almost like deathcore lean with the low gutturals at times. But this song feels much more just hard rock. And what I love is Taylor's vocals. Taylor continues to impress as a vocalist because of his range, his charisma too, but this song really shows his singing, and his singing is just keeps getting better. This chorus is such a standout in this song. It sounds a little bit alt metal from 2000s. It sounds like a perfect segue from System of a Down fans. I found that they relied a little too heavily on the chorus. The song was a little short and it rushed to the chorus initially, but the chorus is definitely good. It felt a little bit too much of the focal point of the song for me, so I'm giving this one a 7.6. Next up is the number 12 Looks Like You, Eyes on the Fireworks. About the song, you liked it? So he's a fan of the song, he's a fan of the band. Yeah, you like your mathcore, right? Well, I'll be honest, I did not know that this band was still writing music, and so I checked it out, and I'll say it's pretty vibey, it's pretty eclectic. Guitars, instrumentation, vocal ideas, a lot of things happening, so it's a really busy track, and for what it is, it's enjoyable. I just don't know how digestible it is because there's a lot of things going on. I think this song is a little bit of a grower. From what I've heard, I'm intrigued, I'm enjoying it. Again, if you're into eccentric post-hardcore music, definitely worth checking out. Or if you didn't know that this band was still writing music, then yeah, you gotta check it out. Not mathcore, because they are a mathcore band, but it's different. So it's 7.7 for me. Next up is Blessthefall with Drag Me Under. Okay, not going to lie, this was the song I was most excited to check out because after Blessthefall's last single, Wake the Dead, which was just a super fun, upbeat, riffy, just a solid metalcore track from start to finish, going to Drag Me Under. It's more of that, but it doesn't hit as hard. And also it's featuring Alpha Wolf, which is really, really exciting. You know, an older metalcore band to work with like one of the upcoming new metalcore bands is pretty cool, but I feel like Loki's feature just blends together so well with Bose that's hard to distinguish the feature. Also sonically, the chorus was all okay. It's not the best chorus, and feel like the title Drag Me Under is also cliche metalcore lyrics. So for this song, I was kind of hoping for a little bit more. It's still fun. It's still like really riffy, and the kicks are relentless in the double kicks. But, you know, I was hoping for a little bit more, especially after the last single, Wake the Dead. So I'm giving this one a 7.7. Next up is the non-metal song, which is Post Malone, Losers, featuring Jelly Roll. Okay, so I queued this one up because I'm so in the metal scene that I really don't know what's happening in the mainstream world. I don't listen to mainstream artists too much like Post Malone, and I just want to be part of the discussion. So I listened to it, and I'm pleasantly surprised because this is a country song that features Jelly Roll, but it's a country song with substance. Lyrically, it's talking about being an outcast in a world like where you might feel alone being an outcast, which is refreshing in country music, but also sonically it's a little bit more soothing. The chorus melody is not in your face country pop, which, you know, when I listen to country, it's usually the same chord progressions, it's a lot of the same hooks, although they work. I just found that this song was a little bit different than other country, and that's why I actually enjoyed this. So this, again, this is a country song with substance. It makes me want to check out the album, and yeah, I enjoyed this song, so I'm giving it a 7.8. Next up is Kingdom of Giants, Bloodwork. Okay, I did not expect this song to be as heavy as it is. So Kingdom of Giants went just pedal to the metal, ass to the face to the ass. I don't know why I'm saying that, but I'm surprised by how heavy this song is, man, because it's, for Kingdom of Giants to really show off their anger intensity is not really like them. They're more like a Linkin Park synthy core band, and this song is just relentlessly in your face, and it's so sick. The reason why it's not my favorite song of the week is maybe because this style of metalcore does sound very similar to other contemporaries when they write their metalcore tracks. So they're pure heavy metalcore tracks. Even the breakdown at the end was satisfying, but it's also like been a little bit been there, done that. So I still enjoy this single. It's just, it's really hard to reinvent the metalcore sound all the time. When you hear it so much like I do, then it doesn't really blow my mind as much. But again, this was a really like intense track from them, so it's surprising. And if you just want to like piss off metalcore, check this out. So 7.9. Next up is CARCOSA, Righteous Man.
Does he look like a bitch?
All right, so the deathcore homies, Andrew, Bana, and Johnny, you've seen their social media. They're hilarious, and if you haven't, I definitely recommend following them on socials. But with this song, they're bringing their sense of humor into their music. Now, they have done that in the past, with their like music videos being kind of quirky, but sonically the music was still dark. Now here, it's still dark, but they're working with the music video and the humor and making like a new identity for the band, sort of. And that's something that I really like, because in deathcore, it's really hard to distinguish yourself as a unique band, like especially in terms of identity and what you're trying to do. And here for CARCOSA, to bring in their sense of humor or other interests, like maybe their love for Pulp Fiction, into this song is actually really creative. Now the song is also heavy. It's got like a Viljarta section, like with fall riffs, but it's also got some fun noodly riffs. The song just constantly switches deathcore rhythms to keep things interesting. But my biggest takeaway is the music video and their sense of humor. Now I love it that if they keep doing this, I love what CARCOSA is doing if they're going to be like that funny deathcore band. So I'm giving this one an 8. And I know Bro Job can be funny too, but you know what I mean. Next up is Gore, Babylon.
Fruit on the tree, and eating. Got to even care if need 'em. Kill to the lab, sorry I'm first, wasting with a Jordan. But look at you, you wish my love.
I've said it many times and I'll say it again, but the future of metal is sexy metal music, cum metal, baddie core. Like, I know it sounds stupid, but people are loving this style, and same with me, because in this song, it's got like that 808 kind of like sexy Bad Omens feel before it gets into this raw, aggressive metalcore section, and then a chorus that feels a little bit Spirit Box like. So if you're into those kind of bands, it's definitely worth checking out. This song has a good chorus that I felt like the chorus overstayed its welcome a little bit too much for me, but I really love the verses. I love the mix of the soft to the heavy. It's got a good breakdown section too. Overall, this is a solid track. I don't know if it's my favorite from the band. It could be my least favorite, but it's still a band that you should be paying attention to, especially if you're into that style of sexy metal music. So 8.1 for Babylon by Gore. Guys, those are the weekly bangers. I'm curious to know what I'm missing on this list, so comment down below, spice up my life. What is missing? What should I be checking out? What's your favorite song? You know what to do. Comment down below, get a discussion going. It helps out the YouTube video and the algorithm. You know how it goes, but feel free to hit the like if you enjoyed the video. Feel free to hit the subscribe button if you want. But on that, thank you for tuning in. Till next time, peace.